Hi, everyone. I wanted to kind of go over some tips and tricks that I use. So, I know that not everybody knows how to create an SVG file outside of Design Space, and some people don't feel comfortable downloading files onto their system. So, I kind of want to show some ways that you can use Design Space. It's actually pretty amazing how much you can do just within Design Space. So, I'm going to show you a great example today. We'll be using the contour feature, which is down in the lower right-hand corner. But first, let me go ahead and load some images. So what I had in mind today was I wanted to do a t-shirt idea with using Cricut's new Mosaic Iron-On. I think it's so pretty. I do love bling. And so I thought I love sea turtles as much as I love bling. So I thought about blinging up a sea turtle, and it's important to me that we take care of our little ocean creatures. So I would like to get started with something along the lines of that. So let me go ahead and we'll just start from the beginning. I'm going to go to images, and I'm going to type in sea turtle. Okay, and I know I've seen one before that's darker, so it shows the right, yeah, this one right here. So this one will show the rhinestones really well. And to see what you mean, like if I was to pick one of these that don't have the darker background, then the the mosaic is not going to stick to all of it. Where with this one, it's going to stick really well and it's going to really show. So now I know that there's some other images in here, and one of them has to do with the vibes. If I can find it. There it is. Salty vibes. And then there's another one. There it is. See you later. Okay, so I'm going to insert these images. So I've got this here. I've got my turtle here. And I know I'm going to want him bigger because it's going to go on a t-shirt. So probably about 8.5 would be good. Maybe slightly. About like that. Okay, so he's good. So for here, I want, let me do the salty vibes one first. I only want the word vibes. I don't want salty. So this is what I mean by taking an image and then just using only the parts or pieces that you want from it. So I'm going to go ahead and select it all. I'm going to make it smaller. One of the tricks I like for anytime I'm contour is to take your image and make it smaller and put it in your upper left-hand corner. So when you click on contour, you can see it likes to come right down in front, and you can't move it or drag it around at all. So that makes it easier so that you can actually see what you're working on. Now I accidentally clicked on something and it took away a lot of that. So there we go. Okay, so as you can see, it still is showing salty vibes, but I want to get rid of salty. So I'm going to click on salty. Now it still has a few dots here that I don't need. So I can click there. That's one of them. That's another one. There's another one. And oh, that's not the right one. Okay, so then what I can do in this case is make it small, and then I can find it. So you can click either any of these here, or you can click here. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And then now you can see all we have left is vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and close this window. I'm going to make this bigger just to make sure everything looks good, and it does. So this one is good to go. So I'm going to move it down here. This one, I only want the word see. Now this one is grouped together. So first I'm going to ungroup it. That way I can take this layer or this word and this word, rubber band together, and then click the X button. That just gets rid of it. So now I have just the one word that I want, but see these holes here? I don't want those holes to be here. So again, we'll click on the contour, and I'm going to make this smaller. This one's super easy because all I need to do is cover up these holes here. And as you can see on the left, it's taking away the hole, I should say, on each letter. So there we go. hit close. Now I've got the word C just how I would like it with no holes. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Move the turtle up here. And we got vibes to go here. Okay, so I want to enter the word turtle in my own font. So I'm going to go ahead and click on text. It's actually one of Design Space's fonts. Turtle. And I'm going to move that up here. It's a little bit big, about like that. I'm going to angle it around the shell. I see there's kind of a gap right there. I'm not real happy with that, but let me first try curving it because sometimes when you curve text, it helps with the gap issues. So let me just bring that down just a little bit like that. Okay, so right here is your curve feature. So you want to make sure your text is highlighted and then click the drop down for curve. And it gives you this sliding scale. Now you can slide this way or slide this way. So I want it to go around the shell, probably about like that, but I'm going to need to turn it just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring it in. And that looks pretty good. I like the curve of it, maybe a tiny bit more. Just kind of want a gentle curve. I like that. I'm still not happy with how far the R and the T is. So let me go ahead and I'm going to ungroup. And then I'm going to take, except for my turtle's going to be in the way. So I'm going to take just these 3 letters. And I'm going to just drag them a little bit to the left. There we go. That looks much better. This one could go slightly to the right. I'm going to use my right arrow key. Because it was angling it because of the curve, now I'm just going to drag it with my mouse just so it gets back in that line. Okay, that I like. Put the turtle back. No, that looks good to me. I'm going to curve this just a little bit here. Okay, so I think what I'd like to do is for this design, I only want the mosaic to be on the turtle itself and not the words. So I'm going to go ahead. I like where everything is featured right here. I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to take the turtle out of the picture. And I'm just going to turn his layer off so we're not seeing him. I like everything where I had it. So for these, I'm going to select all of it and I'm going to select weld. All right, now these are exactly how I want them. So when we go to cut it, it's going to cut out everything together in one shot, which is exactly how I want it. Now I can go ahead and go back and uncover my turtle. And as you can see, he's going to be able to fit right back where I wanted him. It's going to be a separate item. So I could take the turtle actually, and I'm going to change the color. I'm just going to change it to blue. That'll help remind me. Oops, I had the wrong thing selected. Go back to black. Okay, so take the turtle out, remove this. Only highlight the turtle and change it to blue. That will remind me to use my blue Aurora mosaic. So there we go. We've got our 2 different layers. Everything is ready to go. I don't need to attach it because if you can see, this is welded and everything's attached. This is one item that's already attached. So when I go to hit make it, this is exactly what it's going to do. This is going to be my lettering for my for the design, and then this is going to be the turtle. So I can definitely mirror, and then with this one I want to mirror as well, and then we're good to go. So I'll see you over by the maker in just a moment. Okay, so first I'm going to cut out, this is actually glitter iron-on, and this is the Mosaic in the Aurora sampler. This is, I guess it would be called the light color or maybe clear, because it's picking up any color that it's around. So if I have it around pink, you can see that it's picking up the pink. Same thing with the blue. If it's around the blue, it's picking up the blue. So not really sure what that specific color is called, but I like it and it's pretty. So I'm just going to set that aside. That'll be our next cut. But this is our glitter iron-on, just regular glitter iron-on. So I'm going to go ahead and load that. I already made sure that I mirrored, and we're going to be putting it shiny side down, which is the liner side down. Just using our fine point blade. I've also have my heat press setting up to 330 for both items, for both the glitter and the Mosaic. Okay, so I'm just going to peel this off. And I'm going to put my Mosaic down, same way. It's going to be liner side down, shiny side down. Okay. So I can see it. You just gotta, I don't know if you can see it, but I just gotta kind of angle it. Kind of, it's got a reflection going on. So just be careful. I try to cut as close as I can to it just to try to save material. Definitely save your scraps. I save all of my scraps. Okay, so then we're just going to weed this pretty quickly. So I don't know if you guys saw or was able to tell, but I ran into a lot of problems, and I'll show you. These are all of the pieces. I ended up losing a piece, and it just wasn't, you know, I did it exactly how the instructions say. I cut an extra one. This was the second one. The first one was a total bomb. The second one, I managed to get some of it. I would say for your first project, maybe do something really simple till you get used to it. And this one's actually pretty simple, but it does have a lot of spaces that I need to weed out. Once I lost that piece and I looked in my pile, I wasn't able to recover it. So it's as good as not being good for me. So I just stopped. I have been using my blade for a while though. So I went and I had this pack of extra blades on hand. These are handy, so make sure you pick up one of these. So I did just replace my blade, and when I redid it this time, I added also more pressure. So we'll see. Again, I'm using the Holographic Iron-On Mosaic. It's not the sparkle one. There's two. There's one that's sparkle and one that's not. So this wasn't the color that I was originally hoping for, but I think it'll work fine with my shirt. And hopefully it'll work this time. But I wanted to point these factors out so that you don't make the same mistake that I did. I had watched several, the Cricut videos several times and read the instructions, and I was doing it exactly like they were saying. So, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I got a lemon batch. Who knows? I don't even know if that's possible, but so I'm going to load my second mat here with my different color mosaic. Again, shiny side down. And honestly, I don't see the advantage to keeping this on the mat while weeding, so that's why I am taking it off. Sometimes with regular iron-on, I find it easier to weed on the mat. But this is a different type. And it's so that we don't have to weed around all the individual circles. So I get the reasoning behind it. There's actually 2 layers of the transfer tape. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this again like I did last time with my scissors, except for where did I put them? There they are. Okay. All right, so just like before, I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing. Hopefully this one goes easier. So basically, you take the dull side and you separate the layers, and then you want to pull back this layer, leaving the dotted transfer there, if that makes sense. So let's see. I don't think there is a better corner, but I'm going to start. I think in this corner, it gives me the most room to get it going. There we go. Okay, so I got the corner going. I just lost it a little bit. Lost it out of my pick here. Okay. So here's the dots. I'm pulling back. See where the design, it's clear back here. Looks like I'm getting close to it. There we go. Well, so far, this one's going much nicer. Yay! Still, a little paranoid. I'm just being really careful. So, goodness, what a difference night and day. So happy that I ruined my material and you didn't ruin yours. So, case in point, I'm going to go with, I did two things. Well, three things actually. So I used a whole new piece of vinyl. I really don't think the vinyl was the problem. I think it was my blade, would be my first guess. My second guess would be the more pressure. So I'll plan on doing another one. Not sure when. I've got a bunch of projects lined up. So, but I will be doing another one, and on the next one that I do, I will make sure that I don't do more pressure and just use my same blade. Because look at that. Look how easy that was. So, whew. Good to know. All right, let me turn my heat press out because I warmed it up several times. And I think it got tired of waiting for me. Go with the flow, right? Alrighty, so I had already measured where I want this to go. And I might want to trim this a little bit more so I can get the words. I'd like to do them all at the same time, both the glitter and the mosaic for this shirt, which is, it's very close to 50-50 polyester cotton. Not quite the same, but it's the closest thing that Cricut has listed for what's on this shirt. So with that in mind, it's the same temperature, which is 330. And then we'll be preheating it for 5 seconds. Okay, so it's only 5 seconds for preheating. Okay. Now it doesn't say to put butcher paper over it or transfer paper, but just seeing what I did to my shirt, I'm going to put some butcher paper I have here. Just have to have some pieces, so should help with some of it. Okay, so top of it is right there. Alrighty, so basically 30 seconds on 330 firm pressure. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over, do another 30 seconds. want to make sure nothing peeled up there. Okay, it's a warm peel. And there should be 2 layers that will be peeling off. And it's coming up with it. That's not good. So maybe with that butcher paper there. Let's see. Let me think this out. I'll peel a different corner and just see. Well, that one's fine. That one's not. So just in case, I'm going to do a little bit without the transfer paper and see if that makes a difference. I really want this part to be good though. There we go. So that was the glitter vinyl, so different. This is the one that will have 2 layers. So I'm just kind of peeling it off to the side, kind of flat, if that makes sense. I'm not pulling up, kind of pulling across. All right, so there's still 1 more layer, so I don't know if you can see that. I can feel it for sure, right? So just the edge is coming up. So let me grab this, but don't poke it through your shirt, just to get the edge going. I'm going to reach in here and see if I have more of kind of a feel for it. There we go. Okay. So it definitely feels different than what I'm used to. Oh, there's one dot trying to come up. That's weird. It's definitely not hot. I'll try this part here. Okay, so that part came off nice. I'll try this one again. That one dot just doesn't want to. And there's another dot. I'll try another spot to see. Actually, let's try up here. Okay, so that one came off all right. I don't know why this one is having such a problem, but just in case. Okay, so what I want to do is just put this over here. I want to heat that one up. Just to see if it makes a difference. So I want to put this back on. Actually, maybe I don't. Let's do something that's not as sticky. Do this paper again. But I'm going to do it just so that it just gets the corner. Okay, so I did it for about half the time. I'm going to start up here. Well, it's still got dots that it doesn't want to release. I take that back. Now it is sticking. Okay. Ah. Okay, so this one gets into this one here. So let me just stick that so it doesn't go anywhere, and then get this corner going. This is also a very stretchy shirt. I don't know if that's part of the issue. It's not like your typical, you know, thick cotton t-shirt. Just a shirt that I already had. And maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe next time I'll just try a cotton t-shirt. But I like this shirt. It's super comfortable. So there, it looks like I lost a dot somewhere along the line. You can see how much it's stretching as I pull. Okay, so a little bit left to do. Let me get my sign. That looks nice. Dot. My guess is it's a t-shirt on this one. Tell you what, it feels nice, but it doesn't have the transfer sheet on it. Try to squeeze it again. So that's another dot. So something I just noticed was instead of getting where the dot is, get right between the dot and kind of lift it a little bit. Just get it going, and since it's not easy, just getting it going. And almost another dot. It's so shiny, like, you can feel it, you don't know if you take off that transfer sheet. Okay, so this one's still on. There we go. That's another dot. Yeah, I think I've got it all. Just double check. Yep, I got it all. Thank goodness. This is where we earn our patient star, isn't it? Okay. So, do I like it? I love it, actually. I love the look of it. It's very blingy, which is what I was after. I like how this is picking up colors of all around, which is very cool. That was my hope. So even though I went with not, you know, more of the different color than the clear, I still really, really like the look. Sea turtle vibes. It's very cute. Now I'm going to read what's on because I really believe that the majority of the problem I was having was due to this shirt. So just for reference, this shirt is 58% cotton and 39% modal with 3% spandex. I would not suggest this shirt. Like I said, I'll do one. I have some more t-shirts of a ton of t-shirts. So I'd like to try one on 100% cotton, or at least 50-50, and see if it makes a big difference. I have to wonder if some of the problem was actually this shirt. Yeah, but I definitely like it. I'm very impressed. I like to try some of the, I actually have some of the sparkle too, so I'd like to try that as well. So, but I'm going to try this one. I've got one more color left. Well, I've got this left from this sheet, right? This is what this is right here. And then I've got this one that's got kind of like a red tint to it. So, and that's a full 12 by 12 sheet. So I'll grab one of my 100% cotton t-shirts and we'll try it out. We'll give it a test and see if it has any difference, because I want to love this material. And I actually think that I do love it. It's just, I think when I tried it on this shirt, there's kind of a boo-boo moment, and the two, I think, just don't interact real well together. So yeah, I hope you found this somewhat helpful. Don't get discouraged. I'm not yet. So, you know, sometimes it's trial and error. And like I said, I'd rather me make the mistake and you learn from them and you save money. I'm here to help. So until next time, create with love. Bye.